There's so much to feast on from the Christmas story, from the various people involved, whether it's Elizabeth and Zachariah, Mary and Joseph, the wise men, or even the events that led up to Jesus' birth and the various angelic visitations that occurred around it. There's something for everyone in the Christmas story. Merry Christmas. My name is Luke Garrity, and I'm one of the pastors here at the Bluff Vineyard, and I wanted to take a moment to share a few thoughts with you as you spend today reflecting on the birth of Jesus. I think it's safe to say that perhaps the most profound and beautiful and maybe the central part to feast on this morning is that in Jesus, God showed up and entered into our world in the flesh. Hundreds of years before Jesus was born, the prophet Isaiah declared, "Look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel," which means God is with us. God with us. Imagine for a moment just how truly mind-blowing and breathtaking that actually is, that the creator of everything in the cosmos descended upon earth and was born as a child in order to fulfill all of the promises found in the Old Testament and bring peace and goodwill to people. As C.S. Lewis said, the Son of God became man to enable men to become the sons of God. In order to better understand and consider this big picture of the significance of Jesus' birth, listen to what we read in the Gospel of John. In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He existed in the beginning with God. God created everything through him, and nothing was created except through him. The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. Before his birth, the Son of God existed in eternity past, and all things were created through him. It was through Jesus that life was given, as he is the light of the world. And yet in God's infinite wisdom, he thought it best to come into our world and be born as a child, a baby, a truly remarkable part of the Christian faith. The Apostle John goes on to stress this point when he writes these words, "So the Word became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness." Understanding the full depth of Jesus' incarnation is a little challenging. But the Bible teaches us that Jesus, God's Son, was equal with God, with all the glory of heaven and privileges of being God. Yet Jesus chose to become a man, even though he knew that he would be killed. But he also knew that he would be raised from the dead, yet he would remain a human for the rest of eternity. This Christmas morning, I hope that you lean into that truth, that the Son of God became a human so that you could become one of God's children. This, I think, should give us hope and confidence and more faith. Listen to how the author of Hebrews describes this reality. "So then, since we have a great high priest who has entered into heaven, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold firmly to what we believe. This high priest of ours understands our weaknesses, for he faced all of the same testings we do, yet he did not sin. So let us come boldly to the throne of our gracious God. There we will receive his mercy, and we will find grace to help us when we need it most." Jesus knows what it's like to have disappointment and betrayal and struggles and challenges, yet unlike you and I, he was perfect and never sinned. And because we follow him, we can go to him with all of our disappointments, betrayal, struggles, and sins and find mercy and grace because Jesus is love. Merry Christmas and enjoy Jesus today. Make sure to check out the link in the description for a helpful resource for your family to be able to spend some time this morning and throughout the day intentionally reflecting on what Christmas is truly about. God bless you.